Hi guys, this is my YouTube presentation on the types of fish I don't trust. My name is Cody, and here we go. To begin with the list at number five, uh, the Arapamas. I don't trust these fish simply just on their appearance and their behavior. You're telling me you're going to use all of your savings account to use as vacation money to go explore the Amazon where this guy is located, and this guy appears at you? Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to need a new wetsuit if this guy comes up to me. Like this devil in disguise with that big mean smile they have. Plus, they've been known to drown people and basically attack anything. So it'll just end up with you just squaring up with the fish and most likely losing. Because these fish have a massive growth rate and mature really quickly. They can reach up to 10 feet long, which is 3 meters, and weigh around 450 pounds, which is 220 kilograms. They mature around the age of 3 to 5 years and reproduce a lot, and they live in fresh water. They aren't fast swimmers and will come up to the surface to breathe for air since they do have the capability of being air breathers. I just hope they don't evolve onto land. Number four, any sort of fish that is venomous slash poisonous. Now, I will be mainly talking about the stonefish here, but to tie in pufferfish, I did want to clarify between venomous and poisonous. Now, venomous is a fish that releases toxins through a sting or a bite, and poisonous releases the toxins through ingestion or absorption of eating it. As these pictures to the right show, a shark and a moray eel are dying once they bite into a pufferfish. A pufferfish doesn't die on direct contact of being bitten, but it has a defense mechanism of puffing up and releasing a potent toxin called tetrodotoxin that slowly but surely ends up being lethal. Now, stonefish are very well known for their camouflage. I simply don't trust it. And with myself, I would 100% like to pick up some rocks and sticks if I thought they ended up looking cool. But you know how mad and frustrated I would be if I ended up picking up this guy? Like, dude, I thought you were a rock and you were cool. I was going to take you home. And now I'm going to die because of how venomous you are. But with how the stonefish releases their toxins is through their spines, and I would highly advise not to step on these guys or your foot's going to look something like this. This is not good. Number three, moving on to the anglerfish. Now, the concept of simply not trusting the anglerfish just isn't with the anglerfish, but it's also with Disney. The movie Finding Nemo came out in 2003, and this entire time of almost 2 decades had me believing that anglerfish were bigger than most fish. Like, for example, the movie with a clownfish and a blue tang, that I thought they were bigger than them, but that is actually incorrect. And I was flabbergasted when I found this out. The actual size of a female anglerfish is on average 7 inches, and males on an average being on an average of 1 inch, being increasingly smaller. And then I did add in, wanted to add in an interesting reproduction thing that they have, that the males will latch on to the females and that they'll share their bodies forever and their bloodstream as well, with the males losing his eyes, internal organs, and mobile functions, and that the female will just hold on to that male sperm and will reproduce whenever it pleases. And so next time Disney, you make a film that won Best Animated Film along with 46 other awards, please get your facts right. Number two, moving on to angel sharks. But why? Why don't you trust angel sharks? Well, I'm glad you asked. In fact, I don't trust angel sharks just because of their name, angel shark. When I think angel shark, I'm expecting an angel. You know, like one you put on top of a Christmas tree, gives a Greek goddess look to it. But when I see this guy, though, I don't see any resemblance to anything angel-like. On the contrary, though, they could be like, look at this guy, big old smile, seems happy, probably just had a meal. And you may have been thinking this entire time too, like, why are they called angel sharks? Don't worry, I got it right here. So we can see that angel sharks are called angel sharks because of their body shape. They give an angel wing-like structure. So simply, we just call them angel sharks. And number one, the moment we've all been waiting for. Remoras. No, remoras are actually one of my favorite fish. I find the symbiotic relationship they have with sharks very fascinating, and how they will use their adhesion disc to suction onto these sharks, also whales and stingrays, to have this commensalism relationship where they benefit from the sharks by getting food and travel, and the sharks aren't harmed nor benefit in any way. Although, I don't like how the sharks are getting taken advantage of by these remoras. This is not okay and needs to be looked into more as a community. We need to keep the sharks happy, like this little guy right here. They are happy, then us humans are happy. That statement has more information to it, but possibly for another time. But it does tie into how we don't want the sharks to be unhappy and get turned upside down. For example, my guy Jeff the shark here is just trying to live his best life of being the top predator and being a ketone species. But if he has someone else dragging him down, then he can't do his job to the best of his capability. So we keep the sharks happy, and if the remoras need to stop being so lazy and do their part, then the sharks will be better. Also, this does sharks are not harmed either way. This is a joke based off remoras, so don't hate remoras, please. But thank you for listening.